Food handling. No cross-touching. One of the most common ways unsafe ingredients are transferred is when handling food with your hands. If hands are not thoroughly washed or gloves are not changed between handling, cross-contact can occur. Two of the most common mistakes in handling food are: Number 1. The principle of 24/7 is not followed. Take, for example, the situation you are handling bread during service, then picked up a lime without washing your hands or changing your gloves, and that lime is served to a guest with a gluten intolerance hours later. Regardless of how safely that customer's meal is prepared, the chances of a reaction are very high.
Number 2. Wearing gloves as cross-contact prevention. Unlike preventing contamination of bacteria when wearing gloves, they do nothing to prevent cross-contact alone. Just like in the last example, the transfer of unsafe ingredients occurs exactly the same way if gloves are not changed in between handling the unsafe and safe ingredients.
Hygiene. The only safe way to remove FAI ingredients from your hands when not wearing gloves is by using proper hand washing techniques. Pay close attention to removing particles stuck on the hands and arms and under your fingernails. Hand sanitizer does not remove unsafe ingredients and should never be used for FAI purposes. If your hands are not 100% clean when serving, you can contaminate anything served to your customer just by touching it if there are any residual unsafe ingredients on your hands.
Garnishes. A frequent error in contaminating a dish is when, after all the extra care and precautions are taken to prepare an FAI order, it's ruined by adding a garnish that contains an unsafe ingredient. A common situation is when a piece of bread is added to the plate before being delivered to the guest, which would make the dish contaminated for several types of FAI guests. In our next unit, communication, we discuss the large role the chain of communication plays in cross-contact prevention. At-risk materials, wood, non-stick, cast iron, and plastic are materials for FAI cooking. Since all of these surfaces are or can become porous or scratched with use, resulting in unsafe ingredients becoming embedded in the equipment, even after washing. Glass, metal, and dedicated equipment and utensils are better options.